What was that relationship like between you and your pops? Did you feel like it was really close, or did you always feel like you were closer to your mom?
Nah, my pops was the shit. You know what I mean? No, like I said, my mom's was, we lived with my grandmoms, so it was like a God fearing house. It was like, certain shit you don't do, certain shit, if it's bad, you pray on it type shit. But when I went to my pop's house on the weekend, I was a little more advanced when I came back to the hood, to the ranch. You know what I mean? My pop showed me everything. Showed me how to fire a gun. You know what I mean? I seen bitches. I seen niggas do the Tony Montana, the pile on the fucking table, the weed, the Valentine ale, and the old English. You know what I mean? Like if my moms would have knew what the fuck was going on in that, I probably would have never. I probably would have never seen my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit was like two different worlds type shit.
So you're growing up in the ranch with your mom, right? Where's your
Yeah.
dad living?
My pops is on 166 in Finley. It's not too far. It's probably like if you walked, you probably could make it there in 20 minutes. You know what I mean? It's not a real distance and shit. But I I knew when I left from my grandmother's house, like she'd be like, "Oh, your father's coming." I'm like, "No, I can get there." Like she's like, "You sure you know how to?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know how to go." You know what I mean? It's a straight walk. You walk up Home Street to get Boston Road. You go all the way down past Franklin, Fulton, Washington, Webster. And you got Clay, Keller, Finley. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, I'm on 168 from home. He on 166 Finley. It's a straight fucking route. You know what I mean? And then he didn't have to, stop whatever fuck he was doing, his madness, to come get me. I mean, I had a key. I go up in there. You know what I mean? I see leftover shit, baggies, residues, hammers. You know what I mean? All type of shit, panties, all type of shit. You know what I mean? But it was exciting to me because it was something different than being, closed in where I was at, like sheltered almost.
Yeah, so
You know
you
what I'm saying?
had the two extremes, right? You had the religious household with your mom and your grandma.
Right.
And then on the other hand, you getting exposed to the streets and everything. What is it like for you as a child to see the two extremes?
The best thing about it is I learned what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you could preach to your kid not to do this shit. No, don't do that. Like how my mom's been doing, don't do that. Like, no, God wouldn't want you to do that. But then you get the experience when you see a nigga 10 feet from you with a hole in his ass. Like, you know what I mean? Hole in his face. Or, you know what I'm saying? He done stole something from somebody and he baseball batting him. So, you know what I mean? I'm getting both perspectives of, okay, nigga, don't do that. Or, my pops and them, his friends, they was on top of the world almost. Like they wasn't no type of drug dealers or nothing like that, but they were all legit niggas. They all had jobs, they all had cars. But I watched what the shit did while they was doing the shit. They lost everything, lost houses, lost wives, lost their jobs, you know what I mean, lost their kids. And it just was an insight of, nigga, you could push it, but don't, don't get high on your own supply type shit.
Mm.
But it was what I mean? I got to see it. You know what I mean?
So you said that they all had regular jobs. What did your dad do for work?
My pops, like one of the characteristics I got from my pop, being that me and my pops look so much alike, I got his charisma. I think that's why my moms didn't really want me to out because she knew like, damn, you just like this nigga. And I got his intelligence. You know what I'm saying? I got his fucking intelligence. Like, you know what I mean? Like my brain worked a little bit different than other, like, you know what I'm saying? Normal kids. That's why, well, when we get deep in the story, you'll understand. But my pops was very smart. He worked for the Board of Education. You know what I mean? He married a woman who was a school teacher. Her mother was a chairman on the board. All the sisters worked as teachers. You know what I mean? But his smarts, when they say you too smart, you dumb. He did
Right.
dumb shit. You know what I mean? Being so smart, he did dumb shit. So, yeah.
And what about your mom? What did she do for work?
My mom was a school teacher also. She's still a school
Oh, right,
teacher.
right. Okay.
Facts.
Damn.
Mhm.
So, okay, so you're a parent now, right?
Right.
And would you ever have let your child see the stuff that your dad let you see?
Never. Never. I could tell him. See, my pops was more hands on. Like, look, don't do this. and look at me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do this shit. And I'm like, damn, look like you having fun. You know what I'm saying? But I was smart
Right.
enough to just wait to the outcome. You know what I mean? Like 6 months later, 8 months later, like your car getting repoed. I'm like, oh yeah, that's why you say don't do that shit. So now I'm a little, my kids. You know what I mean? I was a little more hands on. Like I'm gonna tell you what you think is gonna be some shit, and I'm gonna tell you the end result. Now everybody leaves their own path. You can do what you want in your life, but I can't force you to stay in the house. Or, you know what I mean? But just take this knowledge or observe before you do some shit. You know what I mean? Make better, like make great choices. That's what kept me, you know what I mean, where I'm at now, like without a felony ever. And I've been in some shit. Like I've been in some shit, but I use my brain before I use my emotion. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it always guided me the right way.
But still, with all of that, you still viewed your dad as a good father.
Yeah, nah, because we did father and son shit. He took me to Yankee games. You know what I mean? He had a softball team. He let me be the fucking coach. You know what I'm saying? We did football shit. Yeah, like he was a good father. Like he 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 was basically teaching me how to survive if I ever decided to want to be out here.
Got
And
you.
my mom's was more like, don't go out there, you can survive. So you know what I mean? He knew what it was. He knew my mom's wasn't for the shit. But just in case you decide to venture out, I'm gonna need you to know this. You know what I mean? And like I said, we did father and son shit. We went to museums, artwork, shit. Like, you know what I mean? Baseball games, basketball, Knicks. He's still a Knicks fan. I don't know why, but yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, we did all that type shit.